Hey guys, welcome. I'm Yamana. Thank you so much for joining today's ride. I'm just taking a little dip out to Winters, California, out by Lake Berryessa, and I figured I'd tell you a little story about how I ended up with this beautiful piece of machinery. So, about a year ago, I did lose my father, unfortunately. He had a heart attack, and going through the grieving process, I ended up putting my car on Facebook Marketplace for trade. Now, I'd never really done trading on Facebook Marketplace. I know it's a huge mess, so if you end up wanting to do some sort of trading on Facebook Marketplace, just maybe check out this story first because it was definitely hectic. Um, I put it up on Marketplace and I got a response back rather quickly. Let's call him from the seller, okay? And the seller had told me that he had two motorcycles, this one and another, one running, one for parts. They're both 2005 V Star 1100 cc. He told me he had a bill of sale, which was fine. The state I am in isn't that crazy as far as taking bill of sales. So I went down to the DMV, and of course, he is not the original owner. He's not the one that's on the title. He's not the one that nothing. And come to find out, he had owed the original owner of the motorcycles $500 still for the bikes. Of course, me already trading my car to this guy was kind of out of luck. And when I tried to confront him about it, he ended up ghosting me for a little over 2 weeks. I did everything I possibly could. I was blowing up his phone. I was contacting people on his Facebook page. I did everything I possibly could to try and figure out who the original owner was of this bike. Finally, I located him. I called him up, and he told me about the money owed and how he would not release the title until he was paid his dues, of course. Totally makes sense. Well, I already traded my car, and I refused to give some stranger $500 for a deal that I didn't make. We ended up meeting at the DMV, the owner of the bikes and I. He signed the motorcycles over to me, and I signed the car over to him. That's kind of where things started to get crazy. The next day, I receive a phone call blowing up, repeated text messages, everything you could imagine from seller trying to say, hey, owner came by, asked me for money. When I didn't have it, he took the car. Kind of made me giggle until he said he was on his way to my home. I called him, flipped out, had a huge back and forth argument, telling him never to come by my house and how I'm done with this situation. So, fast forward about 3 days later, I get a call from the sheriff's department telling me that the car had been stolen and they wanted to make sure that the car actually wasn't stolen from me. So I had to go through, explain the whole situation about the money owed, me giving the other guy the car, everything like that. And when it came down to it, the guy who originally owned the bikes took the car to the gas station and the next day sold it to somebody else. So that car was flipped and flopped and long gone before the seller even knew what happened, which I thought was bittersweet only because of the scam, I guess, he tried to pull on me, trying to leave me without a vehicle, without the proper stuff. And I'm glad that the story ended up being the way that it did. So, other than that, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of the ride. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I'm going to be trying to make more content as I upgrade my equipment, get to go to better places, and of course, if I ever get some time off of work. But other than that, thank you guys again so much for joining the channel, and please enjoy the rest of the ride. Have a good one.